When people think of the United States Navy, they usually imagine giant aircraft carriers or stealthy submarines, but one of the most important warships in any fleet is the destroyer. In the fiscal year 2026 discussion, one of the most talked about future surface combatants is the next generation U.S. Navy destroyer, widely associated with the DDGX program. This ship is designed to become the Navy's future heavyweight escort and multi-mission combat platform, built to replace aging Arleigh-Burke-class destroyers over time. In simple words, this vessel is expected to be the Navy's next big step in sea power, combining modern weapons, stronger survivability, and room for future upgrades. It is not just about what the ship can do on day one, but what it can still do 20 or 30 years from now as technology changes. That long-term thinking is one of the biggest reasons this destroyer matters so much. At first glance, the future destroyer concept is all about balance. The Navy learned many lessons from previous classes of warships. Some ships were incredibly capable but too expensive. Others were reliable but reaching the limits of how much more equipment they could carry. The FY2026 destroyer concept aims to solve that by creating a vessel that is powerful, practical, and ready for future threats. Instead of chasing flashy ideas only, this design focuses on real battlefield needs such as missile defense, anti-air warfare, anti-submarine operations, strike missions, and commanding task groups at sea. That means it is expected to be a true all-rounder, capable of protecting carriers, defending convoys, hunting submarines, and striking land targets if required. Size is one of the first things that sets this destroyer apart. It is expected to be larger than today's Arleigh-Burke-class ships, giving it more internal volume for fuel, weapons, electronics, and future systems. For viewers who are not naval experts, think of it like upgrading from a pickup truck to a heavy-duty industrial vehicle. The larger hull gives engineers more freedom to install new systems without overloading the ship. It also helps with stability, endurance, and power generation. Modern warships need massive amounts of electricity not only for radars and sensors but also for future directed energy weapons such as lasers. That is why this destroyer's growth margin is one of its strongest selling points. The power system is expected to be one of the most advanced parts of the ship. Instead of traditional designs that mainly focus on propulsion, this vessel is likely to use an integrated or highly modernized power architecture capable of distributing electricity efficiently across the ship. In simple terms, the ship's engines will not just move the vessel, they will also support a floating high-tech battlefield network. This matters because future combat systems consume huge energy. Advanced radar arrays, electronic warfare suites, and potential laser defenses all need reliable power. A destroyer that cannot generate enough electricity becomes outdated quickly. This vessel is being designed specifically to avoid that problem. Speed and mobility remain critical for any destroyer. While exact performance figures may evolve, the expectation is that this ship will maintain competitive high-speed capability while improving fuel efficiency and range. Range is often overlooked by casual audiences, but it is hugely important. The Pacific Ocean is vast, and naval forces may need to operate thousands of miles from friendly ports. A destroyer that can stay on station longer reduces logistical pressure and increases operational flexibility. In real-world terms, it means the ship can remain where it is needed for longer periods without constantly returning for fuel and support. Now let's talk weapons, because this is where destroyers earn their reputation. The future FY2026 destroyer is expected to feature a large number of vertical launch cells. These cells can fire different missile types depending on mission needs. That includes long-range air defense missiles to shoot down enemy aircraft and incoming missiles, anti-ballistic missile interceptors, anti-ship missiles for naval combat, land attack cruise missiles, and anti-submarine rockets. Think of vertical launch cells like a customizable toolbox. The same ship can be configured differently depending on the mission. One deployment may prioritize missile defense, while another may focus on strike warfare. That flexibility is one reason destroyers are so valuable. Air defense will likely be one of the ship's primary missions. Modern naval warfare is increasingly dominated by missiles, drones, and fast-moving threats. A destroyer must detect danger early and respond within seconds. The FY2026 vessel is expected to carry next-generation radar systems with longer detection ranges, better tracking capability, and improved resistance to jamming. For everyday viewers, that means the ship can see farther, identify more threats at once, and keep functioning in electronic warfare conditions. It is essentially the fleet's shield, scanning the horizon constantly and preparing to intercept danger before it reaches more valuable ships nearby. Another critical feature is anti-submarine warfare. Submarines remain one of the deadliest threats at sea because they are difficult to detect and can strike unexpectedly. This destroyer is expected to include hull-mounted sonar, towed array sonar systems, helicopters, and advanced torpedoes. The combination gives it multiple ways to search for underwater threats. Imagine trying to hear whispers in a noisy room. That is what finding submarines can be like. Advanced sonar and onboard aircraft help the destroyer locate those hidden threats and neutralize them before they get close. The flight deck and hangar are also major advantages. Most modern destroyers carry helicopters, and future ships may also support unmanned aerial systems. Helicopters extend the ship's eyes and ears far beyond radar range. They can hunt submarines, perform search and rescue, move supplies, or provide reconnaissance. Drones add even more flexibility by staying airborne longer and taking risks without putting pilots in danger. In modern naval operations, aviation capability turns a warship from a single platform into a small networked task force. Design-wise, survivability is another area where this vessel is expected to improve significantly. Warships today must deal with missiles, drones, cyber threats, and electronic attacks. A future destroyer cannot rely only on armor or speed. It needs layered defenses. That includes reduced radar signature, compartmentalized internal spaces, damage control automation, electronic decoys, close-in weapon systems, and possibly laser defenses in later upgrades. In practical terms, if the ship is attacked, it is designed to avoid being hit, defeat incoming threats, and survive damage if something gets through. Crew efficiency is another interesting point. Older warships often required larger crews, increasing costs and workload. Future destroyers are expected to use more automation, allowing smaller crews while improving onboard management. Automated diagnostics can monitor machinery, digital systems can streamline command operations, and smarter maintenance tools can predict failures before they happen. For sailors, that can mean reduced workload and better living conditions. For the Navy, it means lower lifetime operating costs and greater sustainability. Comfort might sound strange in a warship review, but it matters more than people think. Crews may spend months at sea, often in stressful conditions. Better habitability improves morale and readiness. Modern berthing, improved climate systems, smarter storage, and better workspaces can make a real difference. A ship that takes care of its crew often performs better operationally because tired, stressed sailors make mistakes. One of the biggest selling points of this destroyer is future-proofing. Many military platforms enter service with excellent capabilities but struggle to adapt later. This ship is being planned with reserved space, weight margins, cooling capacity, and electrical power for systems not even fully fielded yet. That means if new radars, hypersonic weapons, advanced drones, or stronger cyber tools become available in 10 years, the ship can potentially integrate them without complete redesign. That flexibility could save billions over the life of the class. Of course, no major warship program comes without challenges. Cost will be a major issue. Advanced destroyers are expensive to build, and naval budgets always face pressure. The Navy must balance buying enough ships while keeping each vessel capable. There is also the challenge of schedule discipline. Delays in complex defense programs are